Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel for another video today. Today we are going to be discussing my tummy tuck, which if you are new here, I actually had prior to my 100-pound weight loss. So I think a lot of you are curious as to what that looks like now and how it has held up over the course of, again, 100-pound weight loss. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. And then we also are going to be talking about the possibility of more plastic surgery and, just all of that stuff and what my thoughts are on that and all of that. I have my Lotus here today. This is my second Lotus of the week. And I mentioned to y'all that I was trying to stick to 2. It's Wednesday as I'm filming this, so I can do it. I have faith. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. I'm going to insert some photos throughout this video as well, just showing you guys kind of what my tummy tuck has looked like in different times, right? At different weights, all of that sort of thing. So I had a tummy tuck, like I said, at the time of my tummy tuck, I weighed 245, 250 pounds. Okay. I went in to my doctor and I said, this just really bugs me. I had a lot of hanging skin. Am I healthy enough to have what is called a plus size tummy tuck? And she absolutely agreed, and we did it. We scheduled it and we did it. So that was in May of 2022. If you've been around, you know that I started my Mounjaro journey in November of 2022. So about 6 months after I had my tummy tuck. Now, this is what I looked like at the beginning of my tummy tuck journey. Again, I had a lot of hanging skin. I had a huge scar. You can't really see it in the picture, but I had a huge scar sort of right at the top of my pubic hair line, and it went up to probably an inch or 2 under my belly button. It was from a pregnancy. It was a huge, deep, stretch mark. Like literally probably you could fit 2 fingers in it. It was deep. And so that actually would itch, and it would get it would bleed sometimes when it would itch. And so that was a huge thing. I want to get rid of that, but I'm not sure that I ever even mentioned that previously in any of my other videos, but I did have that. I might have on my other channel. There's a whole playlist if you are interested on my tummy tuck journey. As I was going through it, there was an entire playlist on my other channel from that time period, from my consult all the way up to a year post-op. I made videos once every couple of weeks at first and then monthly after that. So I will try to remember to link that playlist down below. But that's how I looked at the beginning of my tummy tuck journey. Now, I had my tummy tuck. I lost about, she took off 8 to 10 pounds of skin and fat. I also had liposuction on my flanks and a muscle repair of my separated muscles from having 3 babies. And so I went down to, 235, 240-ish after having my tummy tuck. But I didn't stay there. Let's just be honest here. I ended up gaining a lot of that weight. So over the course of that 6 months, prior to starting back on, starting on Mounjaro, I, for a couple of months, was pretty happy. As I was healing and, you wear garments for a very long time. I wore mine for 6 weeks for 24 hours a day. And I was pretty happy with my body at that time because that was my main insecurity, was the hanging apron, just huge stomach was my biggest insecurity. And so I was very happy for a long time, but again, I couldn't keep up with my kids outside, whatever. So I decided to lose weight. And one of the big things that I was worried about personally was if I was going to ruin my tummy tuck. Did I just waste $11,000? Because that's what I paid for my tummy tuck, was $11,000. Did I just waste $11,000 if I lose weight? And it actually held me back, I would say, for a couple of months from going through with going on Mounjaro and getting on a GLP-1, because I was worried that if I lost any significant amount of weight, that I would ruin my tummy tuck. When I had it done, I actually asked my doctor. My doctor, she's actually in Raleigh, North Carolina now, but her name is Dr. Heather Levitis. She is absolutely amazing. You're going to see her work in a minute, and it's phenomenal. But when I asked her at that time if she, how much weight I could lose before I started to ruin it, she told me 30 pounds, which was not I mean, I've lost 100. So that's a lot more than 30, right? So I was anxious to start on the Mounjaro because I just didn't want to ruin what I had paid so much money for. Ultimately though, I was like, I have to lose weight to be healthy for the long term, for my family, for my kids, to be able to keep up with them, to be around when they get married and have grandchildren and all of the things. I decided to jump in and lose weight. Now, this is what my stomach looked like. I actually filmed a 6-month update, like right around the same time that I started Mounjaro. And this is that picture from that point. When I look at that now, I see like, I don't see it the same as I did at that point. At that point, I thought it looked great. I was like ranting and raving about how awesome my stomach looked. And it does look good there for somebody that weighs 235, 240, whatever I weighed at that point. It was a lot. I had gained it all back. So it was high, right? I think my stomach does look good for that amount of weight. But now when I look at it and I look at my stomach, I'm like, wow, like there was so much better that it could be. So over the course of me losing weight, I was monitoring my tummy tuck. So one way that I was told to do it was to like bend over, and if you had hanging skin that you could like grab, then your skin was getting too loose. If you could pinch anything when you were standing, you should be able to pinch when you're sitting, like everybody can. But if you're standing up and you can pinch loose skin, that okay, skin's starting to get loose, whatever. As I was losing weight, it just never got any looser. Do I realize that I 100% could just be somebody that is lucky that mine only got better with time? Yes. So can I tell you 100% that yours will not get worse? No. But mine only got better. So I'm going to go ahead and stand up and show you what my stomach looks like right now at 100. I weighed 154 pounds this morning. Okay. At the time that I did that video or that picture that I just showed you, I weighed 245 to 250. So we are 100 pounds down from that weight. No, 250. I don't know. I'm getting my numbers mixed up. We're 100 pounds down. Okay. So let me go ahead, stand up and share with you what my stomach is looking like now. And then we are going to talk about the future of plastic surgery and if I think that that is something that I'm going to be doing. And I want to know y'all's thoughts, of course, as well. So let me stand up. Okay, so don't pay attention to my sweaty sweats. It's a rainy day here in North Carolina, like super, super rainy. But I'm going to shove this sort of in my bra so it stands up and then pull this down. Okay, so this, I'm going to try to go like as low is what my stomach looks like now. 100 pounds down. You see I have the lines there. I don't know what those lines are, but I feel like they look good. This is what it looks like from the side. This is if I push out as hard as I can possibly push out. And then this is just me standing relaxed. I did not get this part back here ever lipoed. So this was never done. The only thing that was the flanks on the side, which I do think is what has given me this like hourglass shape now. I don't think I would have had that if she wouldn't have taken out some like lipo there. But again, so this kind of is where that scar was, and it's completely gone. Obviously there's a new belly button there. Look at my belly button. She made such a cute little belly button. But this is where that scar was. Kind of started like right here and went up to like right there, and it's obviously gone. She cut it off. I do have some stretch marks here, but these stretch marks are actually the stretch marks that were up here before. So they were always there. They were like up around here. And then when it pulled down, it's there now. But yeah, so I mean, ideally maybe this and that kind of bugs me, but I also feel like that's something I could fix with some weightlifting. So this is what I'm looking like. 100 pounds down. And like I said, if you hang and you can, so the thing is like, if you could grab a ton, I can grab a little bit. I mean, I can, but I can't pinch anything when I'm standing up. Like I don't have, this is when you kind of poke my stomach, That's what it looks like. So, okay, now let me get my clothes back on here and then I'll sit back down and talk some more. Okay, so that's what my tummy tuck is looking like 2 years later and 100 pounds down. I personally think that it only got better, and I'm like 100% happy with how it turned out. And I have sent her pictures online on Instagram. I follow her on Instagram and I'm like, Dr. Levitas, look at this. And I've been sending her pictures throughout my journey. I think the last time I sent her a picture though, I was like 175. So maybe I should send her another one. But yeah, I think my tummy tuck has only gotten better. I do not regret. That is a question that I get quite often. Do I regret getting my tummy tuck before I lost the weight? Personally, no, because it worked out for me. I think that having the tummy tuck was actually what I needed to do to boost my confidence enough to lose the weight. Like, I think I did it in the order that I was meant to do it. And so I don't regret at all doing it that way. Now, would I consider more plastic surgery? So there's a lot of things that go into this. The first thing is I would only let Dr. Levitas touch me, and I am not near Raleigh. So I am several hours away from Raleigh. And so I would have to figure that out. Obviously, we would have to go spend the night there, blah, 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 blah. What I would want done if I was choosing, let's say one thing that I would do if I was going to do something would be my breast. Now, that was actually something that was considered. If you've been following me that long, you know that that was actually in the original like quote that I got, was having a breast lift and reduction. I don't really need the reduction anymore, but I wouldn't mind a lift. But I don't know if that's something that I will ever do. That's something that I have thought about. It's been on my mind, but at the same time, I don't know that I really want to spend the money on it. I don't know. I am not opposed to future plastic surgery. I was somebody that for a long time prior to having my tummy tuck that I had very negative thoughts on people that did that. And I think that all ties back into my experience, my mental health, and my history of abuse and all of that sort of thing, like trying to make yourself more attractive for a man when I was hiding from men. I think that has a lot to do with it, but I don't have that opinion anymore. Like now I'm like, girl, you do what you want to do. You get all of the things done if you want to do all of the things. So the breast is probably what I would go for. If not that, then maybe something on like where I was showing you. My arms are bad, like I showed you in a recent video, but I feel like I could fix those myself and they don't actually bother me that much. Like it's a war scar, you know. I've had big arms my whole life, and like literally my whole life, and it's just something that I'm used to now at this point. So that doesn't really bother me. And I've actually heard that that's rough. Like you have to wear, like I've heard that the arm one is bad. And so I don't know that I want to go through that. The tummy tuck wasn't bad for me personally. I know it is for some people, but maybe I can just handle a lot of pain because I actually didn't think it was that bad. So maybe the arm wouldn't be either. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking here. But obviously the fact that I would have to travel so much, the fact that it's more money that I could be doing something with for my family, and the fact that I'm just really happy and confident in myself right now. This is the first time in my entire life that I have felt secure and confident in myself. And not just in like the way that I look, but the way that I present myself, the way that I communicate with people, what I do. There was a long time where I didn't want to tell anybody in my life that I was on YouTube or anything because I was hiding behind it. Like I'm scared, like how are they going to judge me for it? This is the first time in my life that I'm just like, I am 36 years old. I just lost 100 pounds. I have created this amazing community on YouTube and on Facebook and on everywhere that we communicate, and I am not ashamed of it. And so with that being said, I think that having more plastic surgery could only further that for me, but I don't know that I will. I don't know. It's up in the air right now, to be determined. Let me know your thoughts on this down below because I would absolutely love to hear them. Also, one thing is that you do have to stop taking GLP-1s prior to having surgery. So you have to be off for a couple weeks before, I think a couple weeks after, depending on your doctor and what they tell you. So it's just a whole thing. There would be a lot of logistics that would have to make sense for me to do it. So we shall see. Stay tuned. Maybe there'll be more plastic surgery in 2025. Maybe there won't. Maybe Dr. Levitas actually saw one of my videos. Maybe she'll see this one and be like, come on girl, let's do it. So I don't know, we'll see. crazy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, there are several of you that have had tummy tucks that have commented on it, that are the ones that I'm really making this video for, because so many people wanted to see what mine looked like now. So let me know if this helped you, if you're one of those people, or if not, if you're thinking about having a tummy tuck. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.